So last week I experienced a huge wave of grief. I really missed my brother last week. It felt like it hit me out of nowhere. Um, Now, and grief isn't this one size fits all thing for everybody. For reference, my brother has been gone for 17 and a half years, about that. So last week felt like it just happened all over again. And I really missed him. And I'm sharing this in order to share the tools that I used as I was going through those moments of grief. And some of it I wasn't even realizing. So this is purely reflection, reflecting back on last week as to the moments leading up to where I am now. Um, and understanding it's again grief. It's not cookie cutter. It's so different for everybody. But at the beginning of the week was tough. It was challenging. And the very first step for me, the very first thing that actually helped a lot was tears, the emotion, and letting it release. So I had a good cry. And it wasn't hours on end. It was every so often I'd have really good cries. And tears are so important. Allowing that to happen and allowing them to release is so important because it's helping you to regulate your nervous system. It's helping you to regulate your physical body. It's the tears are so important. Um, it's helping you to just get back to that calm that you know. And it's a letting out the energy that is no longer serving you, but is serving you in that moment. So tears are important. The other thing that was really important last week was just being able to say why I missed him. Being able to express my emotions um, was so important. And I did that in two ways. My talked to my best friend, and I also just talked to my brother in my head and just have those I miss you, these conversations, and just letting out the emotion. And the important part and the important piece to that is that nobody was trying to fix it. It didn't need to be fixed, it just needed to be. So that was really important. Sometimes having that person you can talk to, it's hard and it's challenging. But even if you mentally are able to say, hey, I miss you, like even just the littlest of acknowledgement that, hey, this is what's going on with me right now, it's so helpful. And the last thing that I did um, was journaling, was writing and just writing out my thoughts. And when I started doing that, it wasn't just about my brother. It was just I was journaling, and all these pieces were coming out in written form. And what I realized as I was journaling was that I wish my brother was here. He would know how to help me through this situation. And I realized that he was taken from me. And so that can't happen in the physical form anyway. So there was just a lot of realization of where the grief was actually coming from, and knowing that he would have been the best sounding board for right now, knowing that he would have not tried to fix it, but just would have been there. And and probably actually he probably would have tried to fix it. But just knowing that he could have been there for that moment, for these moments when I really needed him. And then that kind of snowballed into how he was taken from so many important people. Um, and they don't have that chance either to have him there. He was a very special person. So that's where my emotions came from. That's where the grief came from. That's how the healing happened. And those are the tools that I used as I was going through it. Um, and there's no specific way to get through your grief. This isn't me telling you this is how you're going to get through it. This is me saying this is how I got through it. And hopefully these tools, as you see them and as you recognize them, are helpful to you as well. So take care, guys. I hope you're having a fantastic day today. It's the beginning of the week for us. We just had Thanksgiving. So I hope that this is helpful for you in some way. Have a great day. See you later.